Hello, um, my name's George Colt. I'm 16 years old. I'm from England, and this is why I advocate the Zeitgeist Movement. I came across the first film, which is called Zeitgeist, when I was 14 years old, so a few years back. And I found out about it through a friend of my dad's, who then borrowed me the film. Before watching it, I already had opinions on social matters and world incidents like 9/11 and other things like religion. And this was probably because I've been raised in a fairly, I say, liberal and social and environmentally aware family, which is, of course, another example of how human beings are influenced through external sources, but we'll get on to that in a moment. The film then really put a lot of those opinions into a whole new perspective for me, and this is around the time I began to think far more critically about the human race and how society works. Wasn't until only recently, when I saw the Zeitgeist moving forward, that I really became properly a part of the movement. The film helped me to develop a whole new set of ideas and thought processes, mainly those being the identification of course, underlying issues that lead to corrupt human behaviours. I'd never been a person that believed people were born evil or born violent or anything ridiculous, but the film helped me to better understand that problems such as crime are not actually resolved, but are of course instead restrained or controlled to a certain extent by sending people to prison and condemning them, which completely doesn't ever solve the problem. If you were looking at, of course, solving the problem, you'd look at far further methods of rehabilitation, better understanding of why the problem continues to happen, rather than letting it happen again and again and again. Since watching, of course, moving forward, I've taken a much greater interest in the movement as a whole. I regularly check the forums, I post things I found on the web, and I talk to people in my life as well that do not, of course, yet know about the movement and are interested in something that sounds along the lines of what the movement advocates itself. But as well as this, I talk to people that don't completely understand it, and I help them to better understand what the movement is about. Now, another reason I very much advocate the movement, aside from, of course, identifying how human natures are influenced, is its criticism of the monetary system and its idea about a resource-based economy. Now, this is something I didn't actually consider at all before watching the Moving Forward film. I had maybe a few various thoughts on it, but I'd never thought to the extent of obviously getting rid of money as an economic, obviously, structure. And since then I've looked at many problems in society, and I've been able, like, these include religion, why people obviously turn to religion, obviously other things like racism, crime, and very much environmental problems are a major factor of it. Why these happen, and I've linked almost all of them. So putting your hope in, obviously, in a faith, why people become racist and other such things, why people commit crime, and why the environment is being damaged, mostly all linked back to money. And this is because, of course, of the monetary system's continuing need for profit. This has, of course, then led people to waste our resources to compete in the struggle for profit. And this has in turn put the survival of every species, not just the human, of course, on this planet in danger. And it is clear that a change in the way we think and structure our economy and our society is needed. And this change is, of course, needed very quickly. The Zeitgeist Movement obviously helps us to join together in unity so we can get the change that we all need as quickly as possible. And that is why I like the group, the movement so much, is its sense of unity with everyone around the globe. And I think that's the kind of way we need to think in order to change this planet. So my name is George Colt, and this is why I advocate the Zeitgeist Movement. Thank you.